As far as the character of God is concerned, probably that he's unchanging. The God of the Old Testament is the same of the God of the New Testament, is the same of the God that still maintains the world today, and how he interacted with his people, be it Abraham, be it Israel as a whole, be it the original New Testament church or the disciples, is all unchanging, be it in the form of Yahweh, the form of Jesus, the form of the Holy Spirit, the form of the Trinity all at once. It's always the same. Definitely. I didn't understand the character of God at all. I didn't understand when, it talks about things like vengeance in the context of the Old Testament. That's not how we think of vengeance today. And I was putting my modern day spin on those kinds of verses, and it was giving me an incorrect version of God. So having some context for that definitely shapes the way you look at God and how you understand God as living and active and interactive with you today, now, all the time. So I was taught by a very well-meaning, wonderful youth pastor a long time ago that when you accept Christ as the Lord over your life, basically God sees Jesus instead of you. And I didn't realize until going through Emmaus and going specifically through Romans how detrimental that was to my understanding of my worth and my value to God. I kind of just saw it all as like I would sin and mess up, and Jesus would be like, no, it's okay, I got this one, you don't have to see that, just wipe that from the board. But not really seeing me as a person, as a creation. And then I never connected it with, if I was made in the image of God, why would he not delight in me? Why would he just want to look down at the world and see a whole bunch of Jesuses walking around? Like, our individual quirks and characteristics and good things and bad things, he sees them all. And yes, Jesus gives us salvation and eternity and freedom from sin, but God delights in me as Morgan, as who I am. Like, on the daily, I do things that probably make him shake his head, but probably like just make him smile and make him laugh, because he sees me. He doesn't just see Jesus. I value people more. I didn't really value people before. I loved my family and I loved my friends, and I tried to avoid everybody else because I'm awkward. But when you start to look at the person sitting next to you as made in the image of God, it gives you an idea of their worth. And it makes you a little bit more intentional about how you interact with them, and it also gives you a sense of urgency as far as the kingdom mindset is concerned, because this person is made in the image of God, so they are important and they are valuable and they are worth your time. And even if it's just somebody passing you on the street, they're made in the image of God. If it's a homeless person that's asking for change, they're made in the image of God. If it's somebody that's struggling with addiction and wrecking their life and wrecking the lives of everybody they love, they're made in the image of God. So you have to be intentional about how you treat people. You don't get to have a pass just because somebody's doing something stupid. They still are worth your time. As an image bearer of Jesus, as a Christ follower, you have to be intentional about people.
All right, who's your least favorite person at Emmaus? I'm just kidding.